All right, hello YouTube. Today we're going to be covering some of those. The U.S. military has been shooting down this one. This object is over Alaska, the Alaskan UFO. We're up to 4 of them now, as I've been hearing from multiple sources. This being one of the main sources I use on a regular basis, mostly for geological events. But surprisingly, she's covering this. Definitely, she is the source.
It was cylinder in shape and about the size
Geological
of a car.
events.
Flight radar has an image of the track of the aircraft that was used to shoot it down. It was a Lockheed Martin HC-130 Combat King II aircraft. So many of these cylinder type of unidentified aircraft have been associated with aliens. My daughter said, well, how did they catch up with it to shoot it down? And I said, well, maybe the unidentified aircraft had a pressure problem, and all the occupants.
And she goes on to theorize about it.
Where it crashed or came down, was brought down. The ocean is frozen, so they think they'll be able to recover the debris along with any known bodies that could be in the aircraft. You know, the grays are fairly small, so how many can they fit into a car's size unidentified object? So not only do we have the Chinese mad at us, the Russians mad at us, now we got aliens mad at us.
Yeah. And that is
Martin HC-130 is an extended range search and rescue combat search and rescue version.
That's we're covering that. And then down here,
C-130 Hercules military transport aircraft.
Down here we have a more current one that was just put out a few hours ago. Go ahead and like. I'm already subscribed. I recommend highly for all geological news especially, but for real news just in general. This is UFO for this week. 4th shot down, Lake Huron by U.S. military.
We had a no-fly zone temporarily in this area, and this is the one with no call signal, which is, I believe, the Boeing KC Stratotanker, which would be a refueling aircraft for fighter jets. And then let me bring this out. Over here is the Boeing E-3B Sentry. You can see the little radar on the top. Then up over here, this is a mean looking one. Let me bring it over. Yeah, this is a fighter jet. Let's see. A Donier Alpha Jet A. And here's a Twitter post for that aircraft. I did share it on Twitter. All the news services now are breaking, probably after an hour when it was shot down.
Yeah.
A Twitter post from Representative Jack Bergman says, I've been in contact with the Department of Defense, DoD, regarding operations across the Great Lakes region today. The U.S. military has decommissioned military talk for shooting it down, another object over Lake Huron. I appreciate the decisive action by our fighter pilots. The American people deserve far more answers than we have. Evidently, it went down in the water. All right, another post showing the Sentry with it. You can see the little thing on the top as it flew over Lake Michigan there. It says another pass by the E-3 Sentry over northern Michigan. First over Lake Michigan, now near Lake Huron. What's going on? Another Twitter post showing the NOTAM over Lake Huron. Yeah, they said it appeared quite large.
Okay.
1/4 of the lake. Unidentified object detected over Lake Huron,
now,
Michigan, and Ontario. Representative Slocum said. Another Twitter post, the U.S. Air Force just shut down another UFO flying over
I'm
Lake.
going to hop over here to Leak Project, where he has just covered one. Right here. UAP contact. This is he talks to a gentleman who's been studying this phenomenon even before it came to mainstream attention. So,
getting to know you better. And
here we
how
go.
are you?
This one, yeah, 150. Look
Doing
up
really
Dr.
well, really well. I'm
Robert
in
Shiepe.
my master bedroom, which overlooks Marina Del Rey. It's a gift from God, amazing. And I literally, like I said earlier, I watch Plane Finder, and I have my camera on the balcony right now. You may hear the radar go off. The radar detector indicates that there are UAPs in the air. I'm recording right now. I always leave it on.
And these are all the pill-shaped or cylindrically shaped UAPs, UFOs. They were called UFOs long before
And some of them seem to
the
have
government.
wings almost. Are those flies? And did you get some that were like actually dragonflies and stuff to show the difference and the contrast?
No, actually, just that one. That's a Navy interpolation. So, not a lot of people are doing it. I mean, if you have unlimited money, the Navy's doing it, interpolations. But that's a launch of one of their missiles. I just put that there as an example. But if you're going back to the Dragon, and I have close-ups, and you will see those wings. And in my opinion, but I really think
He
it's
calls
based on
them
science.
dragons.
So
These
I do have a video
unidentified
of these
objects.
dragons flying parallel, practically touching high voltage lines, 75,000 volts high voltage lines.
Look at that.
So, hanging around high voltage lines is.
And these are a few second clips, if that. When they catch these, that's how fast these move, they say. The good doctor, Shiepe.
Electricity. They use electricity from the planet wherever they're visiting, and quite possibly they're coming in and out of the water. They're generating electricity from hydrogen.
So they are undoubtedly related to the Lake Michigan ones.
Hot helium plasma is orange, and these things sometimes turn orange. So, but what you're seeing are, in my opinion, you're seeing plasma jets. Plasma jets that are being used for propulsion, for steering. Here we go. Real quick here, this is the Blue Angels 5 years ago, Huntington Beach, California. A guy standing on his roof recording the Blue Angels. He doesn't know. He just recorded a dragon. He has no clue. I know where to look. I look at Blue Angel videos. They love to go to air shows. These UAP dragons, they love to show up at air shows. They love the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels. All I do is watch Thunderbirds, Blue Angels, and you will see.
And there's the Blue Angels.
Around. It's kind. There it is. There's a very rare video. There's the orange plasma dragon. It's the only one I've had in 5 years. I do find them occasionally on YouTube. They're very hard to find. That particular one, the camera was zoomed into infinity. Those are the Santa Monica Mountains. They're 14 miles away. I got lucky. The dragon flew in the frame. I interpolated the video, and there it is. That's probably the most rarest. That's what you would call a red diamond. A red diamond are the most rarest diamonds on Earth. That would be a red diamond interpolation. If you're recording orange UAP dragons, very rare.
Remarkable.
Yeah, beyond remarkable. You're not going to see many of those, but you are going to see a lot of these plasma jets. So here, this is self-explanatory. So what we have here.
Okay, awesome sauce. We got a commercial. And it's a good time to mention to like, subscribe mine too, if you feel it. Hopefully we'll get this going here. I could get a better setup once I become more stabilized.
They're doing everything they can chasing these UAP dragons. They're doing everything they can. They're sending in everybody. These are Chinooks. They send in ospreys.
Blackhawks, Apaches, you name it. You name a government. The Navy Seahawk was just here last month, which is kind of concerning because on the video, the Navy Seahawk had his doors open. They had a gunner in the back, and the gunner had his hands on a Gatling gun
Oh, yeah.
right there.
Yeah. And I am not going to include any more of his information there. If you want to see that, which I highly recommend, check out Leak Project. Okay. UAP contact video. Proof they swarm everything above 150 feet. Look, Dr. Robert Shiepe. And it was put out today, I believe. Or no, wait. It's yesterday. So, and then Mary Greeley was today and the other day. And that's not the right one. I must have went on this one through it. Anyway, I've seen them mentioned on Morphogel TV as well. But I wanted to put out what I have seen in regards to them, and I have heard that there is a potential false invasion plan, but I don't know enough to have an opinion on that. But just so everybody knows, thank you. Have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever the case may be, wherever you are when you see this. Man out.